Today we are very fortunate and honored to have with us Daniel Brown, leader of the Tequay-D, clan leader of the Tequay-D. He's here to share with us some of the stories about his clan. Gonna cheese, Daniel.
Gonna cheese, Ashiko has Shunga Kady.
Well,
Ashiko has Fikirani. Tequay-D, Kuda saying you do a sagu. Junak, I used to do a sag. Kutshaye, married bear hat. The married bear hat belonged to the brown bears, and it's never been in nobody's hands but to Tequay-D. And the Tequay-D, this is their atu. And this comes with this. There's a story that comes with these two objects. This is the mother bear tunic, which was cut and made into ankle bracelet for the Shunga Kady, not for the Shunga Kady, for the Kakawantan. The Kakawantan were out hunting, and they came across Kot's children. Kot's children, they're called the Shukkashtuk. Shukkashtuk is solid ribcage like a man, hard to kill. And that's how Kot's children ended up. That's how you can tell them apart, is that they have a solid ribcage like a man. When you cut them out, you can looks just like a man. Atliko Huskinkadani Yeki. Akta Kanuko Akdu Cook. Ushia Awudine. Aktawasagu and Yaktusani. Kutshaye. Kutsit. Angoon duck. Angoon. This survived the bombing of Angoon, 1883, October. When it was bombed, this hat was at a marriage in Hannes Bay. And to think Hannes Bay goes right along the route to Angoon, goes right by Hannes Bay. How the American Navy went by without disturbing the party and bombing Angoon is a mystery that remains to be told, Because that happened, and they were having a wedding. And this was the only one that was there. There was the other canoe that was there with the prow. That was the one that brought this hat over there to the wedding. And the canoes were destroyed by the Russians. They were wrapped in chains and sunk in front of the village to show them their force. As we were defeated in power, we saved what we could. This one had no need to be saved. These were all there at the different parties. And all of this here is all new stuff. These are the old. This here is older than the bombing of Angoon. and it was done by Dr. Keane. Dr. Keane owned this as a caretaker, and then he in general had it from Kahuda Sain, and that's my name, Kahuda Sain. So the name goes with the hat, Kahuda Sain, how a bear looks when he stands up in the den. All these names have meanings and have things that they represent. Like this name's Kahuja Sain. I carry another name, Kudenaha. And Kudenaha is how a bear looks standing up in the den. And my other name is Kajiktahina. That's Dan Johnson's name. I got that name from Dan Johnson. Kajiktahina is eagle in pursuit over the water. Gonna get his prize today. So a lot of this here is history that's been told over and over again. These hats, they're not the original color. You can tell the red orchid there. The brown paint is modern paint. So a lot of this was changed. This is the original orc done by clams, gumboots, crushed together, made that black, made it in ink. There's a lot of different ways to paint, but this is the only way that I heard about. I'm talking about the hat, and I spoke in Tlingit. Atliko has Tlinkitanni Yegi. Atliko has Tlinkitanni Yegi is all of my ancestors before me and after me are Tlingit. Achtak Kanuku Akdukuk. Achtak Kanuku Akdukuk means at one time we were all one people. We were just all combined together. That's where we come out of. Hannes Bay is where we settled for the wedding and where we settled our settlement. And that's where we had our Tequati settlement during the time of the bombing. And there's, I'm a clan leader of the Tequati, Hootsit. I gained a spot from my uncle, Kahuda Sain. His name was Yeshua Knox. Yeshua Knox is Forever Crying Raven. It's the only raven name in our arsenal that was given to us by the, and I don't know the whole story on this one, but it's interesting to know that they thought ahead and they named all of these Tequati. Our migration started from Junak, a place called Junak. Junak is a place of dreams. That's where we settled. That's where we, when I say Achtak Kanuku Akdukuk, at one time we were all one people. That was at the time when we were one people, at a place called Junak. Junak was overcrowding, and 3 young brothers went to hunt. They went to hunt bear. They came across a big male bear, and he was at the den, and they tried to capture this male bear. And the male bear was giving him a hard time. During the time he threw Kots into this cave When Koch got thrown into the cave, his hands landed on the she-bear where they shouldn't have. And she liked it, so she grabbed him and she dug him and she hit him. And she hit him from the male bear. When the male bear came in and said, "Where's that human being I threw in here?" They said, "You didn't throw no human being in here. All you threw in here was these mittens." Because that's all she threw in with him was the mittens, and she grabbed him. So she broke that tie with him. And the boys, his brothers, chased it away and killed it. Meanwhile, they lost him, Koch. Koch was lost. And Koch was entranced by the bear, the she-bear. Entranced. She overtook his mind and she gained control. And they became married. She made him believe that he was with his own wife. That's what enchantment was doing to his mind. Koch believed that he was Koch, and he believed that the male bear, the she-bear, was his wife. So they took to living together. And during that time of living together, the village people talked in Junok. "Why, you guys don't go get your brother? Did you guys kill him? Which one of you killed him?" And they were always asking the question. So Koch still believed where he was home, but his younger brothers and his older brothers had to look to save their face, save their name. So the older brother said, "I'll go first." So what he meant by going first is that he was going to fast first. He was going to do the way of the old ones to find his brother. So he started fasting. When he went back to the shaman told him, "You need to get in your canoe and paddle north." He says, "You'll come across a thing that you've never seen before, but it'll be part of you, you'll know." So Koch traveled north, and they found these brown bears, and they were fighting. When they were fighting, one of them was killed, and Koch realized that that was his son. So he took him and he buried him. Meanwhile, he talked to the mother and he wanted to take away the rest of the kids. And the rest of the children went with Koch, went home with him. And Koch would go and feed them seal, salmon, cockles, clams, whatever the bear wanted, the bears got. Whenever he went in to go see his children, you'd always see the bear ears running around inside the grass, waiting for their daddy. And when the daddy come to feed him, they'd feed him. And that's how Koch strengthened his bonds with his children. But when the time came, when Koch was leaving home, the she-bear told him, "Don't talk to your wife that you left behind. You do, there's something bad will happen." So he just paid heed to that. He ignored her and he stayed away from his wife. And his wife kept trying to get to him, and she finally did, his ex-wife. When he got together with her, she was calling them, "How could you call them your children? Look at how ugly they are. They got fur all over their face. They're ugly. They're not your kids." And Koch defended them. When Koch defended them, the mother bear knew that something was happening to Cots. Because the children seen him talk to the ex-mother, and they grew jealous, and they went in there and they killed Cots. When they killed him, they tore him from limb to limb, and then the she-bear knew that he died, so she left the cave and went down to pick up the body. When she went back to the cave with him, she started putting them back together, and that's when she composed Kats Itishiye. Kats Itishiye is the Married Bear Hat song that we sing with it. All of these have a song that come with it. These hats, I have 4 hats, the brown bears do. I have one other one at home, and there's 2 in Angoon. And they all survived, and they all been joined together and brought back home together. And that's where they are today. They're living together, they're strong together, and they're in Angoon. Kats' children, when she composed the song, knew that they did wrong, and they honored their father by dancing for him, by keeping him safe, and when they buried him, they put him away in the old way. And that's all I have for now. That's all I can get for now.
That's good.
Maybe we can continue Monday and finish up.
Yeah. Maybe you could do that brown bear growl that you do.
An old weak one.
He does this at our parties.
Yeah.
But don't you have that thing too?
Yeah, I got Eddie Jack. They have a little tube that they blow through. Sounds like Cubs.
Yeah, it's really awesome. Yeah, just rest.
So we told about the migration, we told about the hats and the origin.
Yeah.
We told about Cots.
Yeah.
We'll rest there.
Yeah, okay. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna cheese.
Yeah, we're very